Is saving money really that important? Gary Vaynerchuk. Gary V, are you excited to talk about him today? Of course, if you are a coach, enterprise owner, or online marketer, you genuinely are acquainted with him. Hell, I maintain a bit of a reserve of judgment for the ones running in any enterprise-associated area who isn't always acquainted with the Soviet immigrant and liquor shop entrepreneur who became enterprise mogul. If you are analyzing this, you are likely acquainted with Gary Vaynerchuk. If you are now no longer acquainted with him, don't worry, he'll get your interest earlier than later. So, who is Gary? And why is he so important? Why do his words on saving money mean a lot? Let's dive into the video to know. Here we begin. Firstly, I want to inform you guys that Gary is like the Steve Jobs of marketing. He is a born, thoroughbred entrepreneur and marketer. He simply receives it. His early achievement with Google AdWords propelled his father's enterprise 20 times from 3 million greenbacks to 60+ million. He quickly fashioned his personal empire, which incorporates a monster 900+ worker advert placed in more than one country, more than one nice promoting book, and extensive fairness in groups along with Twitter, Snapchat, and Facebook. In spite of his achievement, he's now no longer constantly nicely received. However, Gary's character and the message are much stronger and as sturdy as his resume affords. He drops the F-bomb regularly, encouraging youngsters to cuss out their dad and mom to pursue their dreams. If you realize Gary, you realize he's plenty like olives. You love them, otherwise you hate them. Gary's gratitude for being in America and an immigrant. We sense that American marketers are proud to be on this use of maximum hit. It is, after all, wherein they have been capable of constructing a hit company. With Gary's dad and mom coming from the communist Soviet Union, he emphasizes the distinction together with his dad and mom seeking to live in foreign places as compared to America, wherein the sky's the limit. As an immigrant myself, we see comparable traits among my dad, mom, and Gary. The US isn't the best and probably will by no means be. However, it nonetheless is a loss wherein absolutely everyone can upward thrust to the pinnacle so that you may as properly agree with it may occur for you. Live inside your way and reinvest for your enterprise. We all love Gary's humility about this. If you spot what he appears like, you could mistake him for the homeless in sheer outfits. We can only consider him in a healthy enterprise or using a Rolls Royce. It could be weird. Since he bleeds entrepreneurship, none of the alternative stuff virtually topics him. The factor he hits domestic lots is what number of humans are fronting and could instead appear the component that lives humbly, reinvesting their enterprise, after which legitimately end up the component. Let's just discuss Gary's journey, which defines why saving money is so essential. Over the last 10 years, we all have watched the tech and startup community go from a place where people were trying to build products for people to use and change the world to people building businesses around those products to people building financial arbitrage machines, to now people raising $6 million for their boostous idea. This culture of celebrating failure and raising $14 million for an unprofitable idea is ludicrous to me, and I can be sustained. The truth is that there are so many people in the world who will spend the next 5 to 10 years trying to figure out how to raise $25,000 to $50,000 for their startup. You can buy and sell. You can get rid of old junk. You can move into a smaller apartment for 2 years. You can get an extra job. You can save money and not go out. You can skip Coachella and the club and spend $500 on stuff you don't need. Thousands of dollars every weekend. And then he started working for his dad's business, and he was making, when he was 22 to 28, he was making $35,000 to $55,000 a year. But he had no expenses. He didn't buy fancy things. So many of you think making $100,000 from the start is imperative. He didn't have millions. He had hundreds of thousands of dollars. He was 33-year-old and was renting an apartment because he was saving cash to go on the offense. And so, when he had a chance to invest in those companies, he also put hundreds of thousands of dollars on the line. Not millions, but those hundreds of thousands made millions. So, this is about Gary's journey and how he became successful. He has worked harder and smarter and is what he is now. This truly defines how important saving money is. So, what do you think about saving money and its importance? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more.